Oh, hi. So, I'm going to do a little video here that shows all of my animals. This will be part one. Let's go. Now, these are a couple of my corn snake holdbacks that I just love. They are from 2023. Look at that. So, Motley, obviously, I love Motley, but this Motley is just so orange and red. It's crazy. It's just so different than any other A-male, A-male being albino, or albino, as they say. And then this one was just a dark. The mom was an Okatee Anery. So you can see that influence, which that dark black around the tessera of the line, it's just so thick compared to all of its siblings. So I am for sure keeping these because they're just good looking. That's really all it is. These are from 2023. Good old corn snakes. Horrible.
Pretty good.
Guarantee that within
This is
3
Rolo.
years or 4 years you should be able to get
Ouch!
some.
Everglades rat snake, or eastern rat snake, whatever you want to call it, whatever the cool kids are calling it. Here's one. Had her or him for 4 or 5 years now. Cool snake, musks on me, and now I stink. Oh, this is an albino Japanese rat snake. Look at this thing. Pretty awesome. It's like a popcorn butter color. There we go. What a beauty. Albino Japanese rat. All right. You all know Deborah. I don't want to get musked on, so I'm not going to pull her up. But she's a big girl, as you know. She's pushing, 5.5 feet. Big gray rat snake. She is awesome. Oh, all right. This is one of the cave-dwelling Ridley-eye. This one is a bit of the Psycho. Let's turn it around. This is the other Ridley-eye. It's a pair. Me and Jason Nelson are working on this. This one's not as feisty as the other one. Now, this poor little ball python is special needs. It has a shark bite. So you can see if I can focus, but see its jaw? Its top jaw goes way far over. It's a really bad overbite. That's why they call it the shark mouth. So he or she doesn't eat on its own. I've had to force feed it 3 times. I've tried live. I've tried throwing stuff in overnight. It's a little special needs, and you know what? I mean, it's so little, but when it doesn't want to eat normal, this is what you get. I'll keep force feeding it. Or assist feeding, not force feeding. Assist feed is where you open up its mouth, put the little pinky mouse, the pinky rat in there, wait for it to swallow. Yep, my little special needs ball python. Excuse me, Rolo, don't you do that. All right, so this is a corn snake, female. She is what is she? A blood red, dilute, motley, Anery. She has a lot of cool stuff in her, and she is going to be a great addition to my motley game. Beautiful. Now, this is a normal Japanese rat snake. I can't get her out because she's actually very bitey, food aggressive. But she has paired with that albino before, and she is going to be another good addition for next season. Overall, just a beautiful animal. But yeah, she likes to nip and bite, and I'm not in the mood. Ooh. All right. Then we have this big hypo ball python female. She's a beast. Look at that. Big lady. She has bred before. She's breeding again with a clown, so I can keep making those hypo clown double hets. Well, I guess it'd be just double het. But yes, that is a project. Ball python. Beast. Then we have the very first OG reptile. in my family. This little Echo bearded dragon. Yep, he doesn't do much. Eats, sleeps, poops. He does brumate occasionally, which is nice. Bearded dragon. Here is one of my little chubby motley corn snakes. I'm keeping her because look, with a good motley, you have to have perfect, I mean, those aren't perfect spots, but you have to have the spots or dots all the way down to the ventral or the cloaca, which she does. She's a little chunky though. She reminds me of those bantams that I saw at Colubrid. Yeah, maybe she's just a chub. Little chungus. All right, this is Hissy Fit Frank. I bought him as a... Hissy Fit Frank is a gopher snake. I bought him as a Pacific, but I don't know what he is. Jason Nelson came over and said he looks Sonoran, but then his scales on his head, my other friend John came over and said, that's weird scales. So he's probably just some mutt because I got him from an auction site, wholesale, you know, but he's just a weird little muppet. Now, this is a Great Basin gopher. She was wild caught 9, 10, 11 years ago. She is from the northeast part of Utah County, and she has bred for me before. I'm probably not going to breed her this year because she had a bad clutch, and then she hasn't really recovered from the slugs she laid. So, but yeah, that is what a wild gopher snake looks like. But they are variable. You can find them red just 20 miles south of where you caught this one. So, oh, and she's psycho. Rolo, you like the snakes, Rolo? This is a ball python I hatched this year, and I don't know, I can't sex these things. I suck at sexing ball pythons, but it's in shed. It's one that I will be keeping for now until I get it sexed or learn how to sex it. I got to learn to sex. All right, here's another ball python that hatched this year. This is a clown, which is basically the most popular type of ball python you can get. If this is a female, I will for sure be keeping it because you can't go wrong with clown female. Like the other one, I got to learn to sex. So here is another corn snake that I'm keeping. This is a daughter of Tuna, and Tuna was my third corn snake ever. And she looks like a little mini tuna. I mean, she has some more yellow, which she doesn't have. And other than that, just the Ultramel Anery Tessera. But I just had to keep her because she looks like her daddy. And it has just so many genes in here. And they produce great babies. Good old corn snake. All right. Another corn snake. Now, this is a lavender motley. You know motley, I love them. This one was produced by my friend Esther, Animal Ark in American Fork, Utah. But as soon as I saw this guy, I loved it because of the motley, but something special about the motley. Let's see here. The little spots are so small compared to any other motley I'd ever seen. And they're all the way down, which I like. Just perfect. And lavender is a cool gene. You know, just on its own, it's kind of dull. But a lot of the lavender combos are really pretty. So with all the random stuff that I have laying around, this is going to be a good addition. But really, the main reason, if it was just a normal, I would have got it because of these tiny little spots. It's a very unique motley. Lavender motley corn snake. Another corn snake. So this is motley as well. I want to produce in my collection the best motleys in the history of the world. So I keep back anything that just is perfect. Now, this motley is considered a hurricane motley, where you see that the spots or dots have a thicker line around them. Looks like if you're looking
down on top of a hurricane motley. And it's all the way down like it should be. Good motley. And this is from 2023. Now this snake was let out of its enclosure and was loose in my house for who knows how long by my little stinky white cat. So it is a little smaller than the others. So she won't breed for quite a while. 3-4 years. No rush. Just a good motley corn snake. Alrighty, another corn snake. Now this one so far is probably one of my most special corns that I've kept. She was produced in 2023. Her dad is Fade, which I will show another time and make a video about. But Fade came out with, a bit of discoloration. It just kind of fades away. Not nearly as much, so I wanted to see how much of, that pattern and that line will go to his offspring, which this one kind of did just a little bit. So I'm keeping her because she has a bit of that same pattern, but not nearly as much. So I am going to breed her back with her half-brother in a couple of years, just to see if I can really make this the thing. I want the Fade to go all the way up and just look crazy. I'm all about crazy looking animals. So, yep, she is a corn snake. And she has a long-term plan with me. Now this is another ball python I produced, 2023. He's just a normal, but he kind of has another I gotta stop being so sentimental. His mom is the first ball python I ever bought, which was just a normal. And his dad is a banana pied, which was one of the first ball pythons I ever bought. Now he does look a little different. There's some variety within normals. So I don't need him. I need to just not care, but I do. So I keep him just because his mom and dad are kind of special. Ball python. Okay, so this is a Hypo Pastel Calico ball python, and he isn't shed, but he is. I produced him 2023. He has a special place because I want everything in my collection to be Hypo and Calico. I'll go over that in another video. All right, so this is a 2024 baby that I produced, double het clown Hypo. So I'm keeping her along with her two sisters. Long-term project. 2024 girl, ball python, double het, Hypo clown. Long-term project. Ball python, double het, Hypo clown. Long-term project from 2024. Yes, I am putting them on Aspen just to see if I really need that coconut, because here in Utah it's so dry. I don't think it truly matters what we do. And I'm going to be cleaning out everything here in the next couple days because I'm leaving. All right, so this is a ball python I hatched in 2023. She is Wobbly Wilma. She is a spider clown, something else, who knows really. But I'm keeping her because she was from the first clutch I ever produced. She does have that spider wobble. Otherwise, she's just fine. But, I don't really want to sell her. Sentimental. And her wobble is one of the worst spiders you can get, because they have an inner eardrum type of thing. Other than that, she eats. She's just fine. Oh, Rolo. Don't you be mean. All right, this is Butter. This was one of my first original, corn snakes. He has helped produce some beautiful babies. Geez, my snakes are fat. That's why they're all on a diet right now. It's winter and they're a bit chunky. But yeah, I originally got him back in 2020. I traded I traded a little motley A-male that I produced for him with a local breeder named Angela. Angela Blake Snakes. She was really one of the first corn snake people I met here in Utah. And really, if you live in Utah and have corn snakes, you know, and you bought them at an expo or from a pet store, most of the time they are related to one of Angela's. But yeah, this is Butter, and the colors are not going to pop. He has a great bright yellow neon, and his babies are great. A few of the babies you've already seen are probably his children or his grandchildren. But he is just a good little chubby snake. Good little corn snake. All right, so that is the first part of my animals. All my animals that I have. I have more, but that video will be too long, and only 3 people will watch the whole thing. Only 5 people are going to watch this whole thing, so I'll put it out on a second video. But yeah, thanks for watching. Comment which one you like the most. Which one you want to see more of. Snakes, man.